Everyone can go to the gym one day. You can work hard at the gym. You can go 10 hours in that gym one day. I'll see you rolling around the next day in pain. And because you hurt, you can't make the next day. So congratulations, you made it to Cleveland. Is that the best you got? There's a capacity we all have, and yeah, I understand that my posture may be strong, but my posture wasn't always strong. Thank God I had mentors like Mr. Solomon that had strong posture. They were willing to not listen to my excuses. We live in a world that's so filled with excuses. Oh my God, people have like a bag of excuses like Santa Claus has presents. Just whipping out excuses. Don't have the time. Don't have the money. Life says no. No shortages of excuses. But when people give you those excuses, you need to have posture. You need to remind them of why they're doing this. You need to relate to that person. You need to edify the event, edify everything. You see, most people stand up, but they don't stand up straight. You see them standing in front of you, and they're standing in front of you, but their spines are crooked because their language is crooked, because their commitment capacity is crooked. And they look at you, and they have crooked-based conversations. And someone needs to come and make an adjustment. And it's either going to be you or life. Either you will help them adjust or life will adjust them. And you know the people that life's adjusting. You know their stories already. It's not going so well because no one was willing to get with that person and have a real conversation. Because everybody wants to be liked. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be popular. And instead of saying, you need to get your behind to Long Beach, you're like, I understand your scenario. I was there too. Oh, isn't it terrible? Huh. I remember working with a trainer, and he told me to do something. I said, I don't know that I can physically do that. He said, but you don't know that you can't do it. You do know that you're capable of doing it. So why don't you just do it? And I did the thing he told me to do. He's like, see, isn't it amazing when you shut your mouth and take action? By the time we meet you at an arena, we're looking at you. We're seeing you in your nice outfits. We're seeing you, but we're not seeing all the things coming with you. We're not seeing all that baggage, all that emotional hoarding you've been doing for 10, 15, 20 years. We're not seeing that baggage. We're talking to you, and when you're telling us you can't do something, we're not understanding why. We're not realizing that you're hoarding. And who's ever seen that show about hoarders? They don't see a problem. They're like, I know that pen's here somewhere. Hey, do you want to clear this up a little bit? What? Hey, what up? What do you mean? You want to maybe we should just move some of the stuff out? No. Everything here is important. Everything here is important. I'm used to not having money. I'm used to not having time. I'm used to my spouse telling me what to do. I'm used to not making adult-based decisions. I'm used to not going where I want, when I want. I'm used to all of this. Don't clean it up. This is my comfort zone. It's not your comfort zone. It is your normal. Because holding on to things that do not give you new life, there's nothing godly in that. There's nothing godly in that. God does not live in that. That's all the stuff people have been piling onto you, telling you about you your whole life. Mr. Provenzano says that you have to give up to go. And when I came to ACN, man, I had baggage. My baggage had baggage. My luggage had luggage. Well, I've never done this. You know, my parents passed away when I was young, and this happened to me, and that happened to me, and I slept in a park, and I slept in a car, and blah, 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 blah. I brought all that baggage to the arena. And in 3 days, I said, I'm going to be free through this company. 3 days. What if my sponsor not fought for me to go? But here's what I said that day, which I'm going to say to you right now. At that point, that moment in time, I said there will never be a thing that will stop me from ever getting to an ACN International Training event. Nothing. I came to events sleeping in friends' rooms. I came to events with no money in my pocket, but I said I am committed. You see, because I can't expect ACN to give what I'm not willing to give, which is a mutual commitment. And I said, I don't care how it works, I'm going to get to an event. I remember going to an international training event. I remember renting a car and sleeping in the car that I rented, but no one knew it. Why? Because I was committed. Now you see this up here, you see all this stuff, you see accolades, stage walking, you see all that stuff. You didn't see the car. You see, the car got me to the stage. Some of you need to get out of your car to get to this stage. Some of you are in your cars right now. They're wins. You just see, here's the thing about a win. A small wind will take your hat off your head when you're walking outside. A bigger wind can sway a tree. Wind that comes too heavy can have an airplane not be able to take off or land early. But these are all earthly things. That wind base is an earthly thing. But there was a man named Theodore von Karman. And Theodore von Karman was an amazing man who said, at what point do we leave the Earth's atmosphere and go to the line that would be outer space? And he figured out it was 62 miles. That at 62 miles straight up, you will leave what is considered the Earth's atmosphere, and you'll be on that line that takes you to outer space. Now here's the thing about outer space. And by the way, that's the Karman line. Here's the thing about outer space. There are no winds up there that will take that hat off of your head, sway the breeze of the tree, or make the airplane change its course.